Welcome to Design and Analysis of Algorithms class. Today we are dealing with sum of subsets problem under backtracking. Okay, so now this is one of the backtracking application, sum of subsets. Now before learning that particular concept, so let us know today's lecture objective and outcome, right? So coming to objective, basically, after learning this lecture, the students are able to understand the concept of sum of subsets and outcome. After learning this lecture, the students are able to apply this sum of subsets problem on a given set of set with the sum. Okay, with the sum and set both are given to you, and for the given sum and set of elements, they're able to find the sum of subsets, right? So now let's start our lecture. So here, given positive integers from 1 to n, there are n positive integers. N positive integers are given to you, and here a set S is also given to you. Set S is also given to you, and set S consisting of several weights or values, and whose weights I am denoting with Wi. Wi stands for the each item in the set. Each item in the set. Now the main theme is to find out or to generate these sets. To generate the sets from the given set, and here the sum of individual elements, sum of the elements in the subsets must be the given sum called M. So M is the sum given to you. So the main theme or the goal is to generate and the sum of the values in the given subsets must be equal to the given M. That is our main theme. And here we are going to state our solution with the help of a fixed tuple representation and tuple solution, or else a tuple solution. So let us have an example. N is equal to 4. N is equal to 4. N is equal to 4, and W1, W2, W3 and W4, which is equal to 11, 13, 24 and 7. So now, and also they had given you M value. There are 4 elements and the sum required is 31, right? So now what are these solutions? Here the sum is 31 and these are the weights given to you, and our main theme is to generate the subsets. So now what might be the subsets which are yielding us 31? Here if I am having 11, 13, 7, 11 plus 13 plus 7, which is equal to 31, which is one solution, and the other solution is 24, 7. So here there are two solutions which yields us sum 31. So first one is 11, 13, 7, and the next one is 24, 7. Now here the same tuple solution I can also represent with the help of 1 and 0, right? So here if I have taken a particular weight, then the xi value is 1. If I have not taken a particular weight, means the xi value is 0. So here if I have taken a weight, the value is 1. If I have not taken a weight, the value is 0. So the same solution I can represent it as weight 1 corresponding to 11. So 11, 13 and 7. So first item, second item and the fourth weight we are considering. So now the first one as we have taken 1, second one we have taken 1, third one we have not taken 0 and the fourth one we have taken. So this is the tuple solution 1 1 0 1. And this 24,7 here, first item we have not taken, second weight also we have not taken, third weight we have taken and fourth weight also we have taken. So 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 1, which is another solution. Right? So these are the two solutions, tuple solutions for the given example. So this is our example. Four elements we have, and whose 4 element weights are the set consisting of 4 elements, and the weights are given over here. And our main theme is to have this sum m is equal to 31 when we are generating the subsets from the given set. So here the subsets are 11, 13, 7. So sum of 11 plus 13 plus 7 yields us 31. Even 24 plus 7 is also yielding us 31. So together this tuple solution I can also represent like this: 1 comma 1 comma 0 comma 1 and 0 comma 0 comma 1 comma 1. So now here, as I said, here in general the tuples in general, so in general the solutions are of k tuples. For example, here I have 4 elements, so which consisting of 4 elements into this, which is nothing but x1, x2, x3, x4. As I have 4 elements, into the tuple solution, that is x1 to x4. So if there are k elements, I'll be having the solution from x1 to xk. Right? Now there are two constraints, explicit constraints and implicit constraints. While dealing with a backtracking problem, here we must write explicit constraints and implicit constraints. Constraints are nothing but the rules to be followed. Right? Now explicit constraints. So coming to the explicit constraints, which is xi belonging to j. Right? So here j is an integer. Which is from 1 to n, and xi belongs to j. Now here implicit constraints requires no two to be the same. That is, here the set must consisting of different elements, not the same elements. And all are distinct elements. Now coming to implicit constraints, here no two sets must be same and the sum should be corresponding to m. The sum of all the elements must be corresponding to m. Now the next thing is here xi is the element of the solution vector. Xi is the element of the solution vector. That can be a direct weight wi, or else we can also represent as either 1 and 0. Right? So here there is a bounding function called b of x1, x2 and so on xn is equal to true if and only if this condition is satisfied. That is, summation wi xi plus summation wi should be greater than or equal to m. M is a sum. And also summation I is equal to 1 to k wi xi plus wk should be less than or equal to m. Right? Now this is an algorithm for sum of subsets. Basically this algorithm takes the parameters s, k, r, and here s is a sum, and initially it is initialized with 0, and k is a level, because here we are depicting the solution with the help of solution state space tree. Now as we are depicting with the trees, here I am depicting the level also. So in each and every level there will be some nodes. Right? So this is a level of tree or level, the node at which level it is present in that particular tree. And r is the remaining sum. R is the remaining sum. Here the sum is initialized with 0 and k is the level of the corresponding node at which level that particular node is present in the given tree, right? So now these three are the parameters for your sum of subsets problem, and initially we are taking the x of k value as 1, which means that here we have taken, okay, here x of k, which means that it is an array. So here how many number of, for suppose I am having 4 values in the given set, so all these 4 values I am initializing it as 1 comma 1 comma 1, right? X of 4 is equal to 1 comma 1 comma 1, and after that whichever item we are taking in that particular place, I'm keeping that. If I am not taking that particular item or weight, so in that case I'm removing that one and I'm making it as 0. So here okay, if you have seen clearly here, okay, initially we are checking with one condition called s plus w of k. S plus w of k is less than or equal to m, and in that case what I am doing here, simply I am writing the corresponding solution, that is I met with solution. That is here my sum, here whatever is a sum, here this sum is almost equal to my corresponding m. So in that case I'm simply writing the solution. Now otherwise what I'm doing here, I'm calling this sum of subsets. So here, for suppose this is my tree root node, right? So where I'm having s comma k comma r values, right? So here this is a left subtree and this is a right subtree. So left subtree stands for x1 is equal to 1 and right subtree stands for x1 is equal to 0. What it mean? Here if I have taken the first weight into the consideration. Here I have not taken the first weight into the consideration. So initially let us consider I'm having the weights like this. So which are 3 comma 4 comma 5. These are the given weights and my m is 7. M is 7. So now what I'm supposed to do here, initially s comma k comma r. So s is 0 and I'm at level 1 and r is the summation of all. Initially the summation of all. So sum of 3 plus 4 plus 5. What is that? 7 plus 5, which is equal to 12. Right? Now x1 is equal to 1. What it mean? Here I have taken the first item. So what is our first item? Which is 3, right? So 0 plus 3. So 3, and we have entered into the second level. So 2, and initially which is sum of all the weights, right? Where I starts from 1 to n. Now here it is, as we have taken this item, as we are in this level, here the r will be changed to 12 minus the corresponding weight. So which is 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. So this is our next node. Next, here I have not considered the corresponding 3. So now what happens? 0. Sum is 0 and level is 2 and r value is 9. Right? Now next, here also again 1 and 0. Here have taken the second item. So when I am taking the second item, what happened? Here previously sum is 3 and the next item is 4. So s plus wi. So here s plus wi, which is 3 plus 4, which is equal to 7. And the level is 3. And here 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. So as I reached here, s is equivalent to the given m. So here this will be one of the solutions. So here what is the solution? 1 comma 1. So this solution is nothing but 1 comma 1 comma 0. This will be one solution, right? Now is by seeing the question, are there any other solutions? No. Am I right or not? So if you want to expand, you can expand, otherwise you can leave like this. And but the figure name should be portion of solution state space tree. Here the figure name is portion of solution state space tree. So here given x of this is a given list which is 3 4 5, and here m is equal to 7 which is given to you, and initially s comma k comma r. So s is initialized with 0 initially and k is initialized with 1 because here it is starting from level 1, and r is initialized with summation of I is equal to 1 to n w I. Now here we need to generate the left subtree as well as the right subtree. So here x1 is equal to 1 and x1 is equal to 0, which means that here we have taken the first weight. Right? So now what is the sum? Resultant sum 0 plus w1. So 0 plus 3 which is equal to 3, and we had entered into level 2. So 2, and r value will be here r minus wi. Right? Even here also r minus wi. Right? So here in the left subtree what happened? S plus wi comma k plus 1 comma r minus wi. In the right subtree s remains whatever is the s previously, the same s we are taking, and k plus 1 and r minus wi. This is what we are representing in the given algorithm. If you have seen clearly here, sum of subsets of s plus w of k comma k plus 1 r minus w of k, and whereas in the next one sum of subsets of s comma k plus 1 comma r minus w of I. Right? So here this is how we need to measure, or we need to find out the sum of subsets for the given instance. So now let's consider here an example where 6 weights are given to you, and which are 5 comma 10 comma 12 comma 13 comma 15 comma 18, and here the sum is also given to you which is 30, capital M or small m, which is equal to 30. Now we need to generate subsets such that the sum of the values in the subsets must be equal to 30. So now by seeing the question itself we'll have the answer when you are developing the solution for when you are writing the solution for a problem either using dynamic programming or branch and bound or backtracking. But the methodology is important here. So how to obtain that with a low time, that is a main motto, right? So now the thing is here sum is given to you and also weights are given to you. So what is the solution? Directly we have what are the solutions. So here there are 3 solutions which are 1 comma 1 comma 0 0 comma 1 comma 0. So this is one solution, that is by taking the first item, second item, and the 5th item I'll yield the corresponding sum, and 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0, that is another solution. And in the same manner I'll be having another solution 0 comma 0 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0 comma 1. Right? This is another solution. Right? These are the 3 possible solutions I'll be having for the given problem. Right? So solutions are at your hand. Right? So what is the next thing? You need to generate the solution. So here state space tree. With the help of state space tree you're going to implement the solution for sum of subsets problem. Right? So for that here what you are supposed to do? Here initially you'll be having a root node. So root node has s comma k comma r. Right? So here all the nodes I'm representing with a rectangle, where this rectangular nodes are having 3 values which are s, k, r. Previously we had seen that initially s is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1 and r is equal to summation of all the weights. Right? Now whereas a circular nodes represents solutions, here the rectangular one is nodes at each and every level in the state space tree, whereas the circular nodes are the solutions, right? So now let's see how to find the solution. So here in the given here in this state space tree, if you have seen clear, here in this state space tree, if you have seen clearly, if you observe clearly, initially here S value, the root node consisting of S value is 0 and the K value is 1 and the R value is 73, right? R value is 73. So because sum of 5 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 15 plus 18 yields us 73. Now here, now here if you have seen here you are having, here in the second level, you have x1 is equal to 1 and x1 is equal to 0, and in the third level also you will be having at each node x1 is equal to 1, x1 is equal to 1 and x1 is equal to 0, right? Here this is a node I'll be having, so which means that here I'm taking a particular weight w1, here I have not taken that w1. So likewise I'm expanding, so here I'm having 6 weights. 6 weights means totally I'll be having 2 power 6 minus 1 nodes I'll be having if I want to generate the solution state space tree. So 2 power 6 minus 1, which is equal to 63. So 63 calling nodes I will be having if I want to draw the entire state space tree or full state space tree. But practically it is very impossible for me to draw all the 63 nodes. That's why I am generating the portion of the state space tree where I am getting the solution, right? So here if you have seen clearly 1 1 0 0 1 0, so which is as A, and this is our B, and this is our C. So this is our A, B, C. So wherever I am generating this solution, here I'm keeping a circular node and I am writing the name called A. So likewise I'm having all these 3 solutions which I am depicting in this particular figure. Now let's have our summary. So now we have seen, today we have seen what is meant by sum of subsets problem, that is given certain weights or items and sum is also given to you. We need to generate subsets such that here we need to generate the subsets such that the sum of the elements in the subsets should be equal to given sum called M. So which can also be mathematically termed as summation of wi xi plus summation of wi should be less than or equal to M, right? Now to generate that we are utilizing an algorithm, and in that algorithm we have 3 values s, k, r. By using that we are generating the corresponding nodes in the state space tree, and also here we are only showing the portion of the state space tree because I cannot generate the full state space tree, because the full state space tree will have the nodes which are equal to 2 to the power of n minus 1, which are equal to 2 to the power of n minus 1. That's why I'm not generating the entire state space tree, I'm only generating the portion of state space tree, right? Only I'm generating the portion of state space tree, but not the full. So here today's lecture we have seen what is meant by sum of subsets, problem definition, and also we have seen algorithm, and also we have seen example. My dear students, this is a small assignment. This is a small assignment given to you. Here there are some weights given to you, and also sum is also given to you, which is m is equal to 35, and your task is to generate subsets for the given problem and also draw the portion of state space tree which yields us the solutions. Okay, thank you, bye, have a nice day.